All right, let's just dive right in. Today, we are pulling back the curtain on the marketing playbook for 2026. And look, these aren't the strategies you see plastered all over the internet. These are the quiet, super powerful tactics that are actually delivering huge results right now.
Does this feel familiar? You're chasing every new trend, trying every new platform, and it just feels scattered. You're getting nowhere. It's so easy to get lost in the noise. But what if the real wins weren't in the next big, shiny thing, but in strategies that are basically hiding in plain sight?
And that, right there, is the core idea we're digging into today. We're going to uncover the quiet, often totally overlooked strategies that are delivering massive, predictable results for the people who know where to look.
So, here's how we're going to break it all down. First up, we're finding your unfair advantage, and it starts with your business model. Then, we'll get into the new rules of content for actually getting discovered. After that, we're talking actionable playbooks for hacking audience growth. And finally, we'll look at how to put AI to work in some really surprising new ways.
Okay, let's start with the foundation. Because let's be real, great marketing can't save a broken business model. The smartest marketers out there know the real advantage is baked in from the very beginning.
So what is this giant number you're looking at? $2.4 million. That's the annual revenue of a business that does just one thing. It files compliance paperwork for dentists. Seriously, no fancy tech, no viral trends, just solving a very, very boring but very necessary problem. And this, right here, perfectly illustrates the formula. The most profitable businesses, they're often not glamorous at all. They find an unsexy recurring problem for a customer who can easily pay to make it go away. The takeaway here is crucial. Your marketing becomes 1,000 times easier when you have something people genuinely need over and over again.
And speaking of foundational assets that don't rely on trends, let's talk about the totally overlooked ebook. I know. But in a world of super complex digital products, this humble format is incredibly powerful. Why? Because it's fast to create, it's simple to scale, and it's built for immediate cash flow.
Okay, so you've got that strong foundation. Now what? How do people actually find you? Let's move to section 2, because the rules for content and SEO have completely changed.
For years, marketers were obsessed with keyword density. Well, based on a recent 60-article test, that metric is officially dead. The new game is semantic optimization. It just means Google's algorithm has gotten way smarter. It now understands the topic, the nuance, and the full context of your article. So it's not about how many times you say a word, it's about how well you cover the entire subject.
Now for the juicy part. The SEO industry loves to declare tactics dead. But the truth is, a lot of these so-called dead tactics are still incredibly effective when you do them right. Things like paid guest posts, forum links. The key is quality and relevance. And while everyone else has written them off, they can become your secret weapon. All right, you're creating great content, it's starting to rank. Now you need to pour some gasoline on that fire. This section is all about real, actionable playbooks for getting customers and building your audience.
Think you need a massive budget to launch something? Get a load of these numbers. One founder launched an app that hit over $10,000 in monthly recurring revenue in just 4 days. The budget? A tiny $170. How? By focusing on disciplined, consistent influencer outreach instead of throwing money at expensive ads.
Here's another absolute goldmine, Reddit. A founder developed this simple 5-step process that turns niche subreddits into a predictable source of customers, generating 25 grand a month. The secret here? It's not about spamming. It's about finding the right communities, giving real value first to build trust, and only then introducing your solution naturally. And hey, when you do run ads, be smart about it. This forced organic strategy is brilliant because it removes all the guesswork. You're not creating ads out of thin air. You just find the content that's already doing well organically, and then you put a small budget behind it to show it to new people. It's a super low-risk, crazy cost-effective way to get more out of your proven winners. Finally, let's talk about the biggest game changer of them all, AI. But probably not in the way most people are using it. There's a quiet revolution happening here, and we need to tap into it.
This slide shows a really fundamental shift. Until recently, AI was your assistant. It helped you write, it helped you brainstorm. Now it's becoming an autonomous agent. From just one prompt, AI can connect to your tools and build entire workflows for you. The gap between having an idea and actually executing it has basically disappeared.
So how are people using this to make money right now? Check this out, the AI content loop. It's not about inventing new viral ideas from scratch.
It's about using AI to systematically copy video formats that have already gone viral, produce them at an insane scale, and then funnel all that traffic to one high-converting page. It's a system of replication, not invention. And this isn't just some theory for the future. Here's a real example of this automation power. You can now connect tools like Google's Notebook LM to an AI like Claude. That means you can feed your entire library of research into one place, then use a simple prompt in another tool to have it generate entire podcasts, create infographics, or do deep analysis, all without you lifting a finger.
Okay, so let's bring it all home. What's the playbook? 1. Your unfair advantage comes from solving a boring, recurring problem. 2. Your content wins when you focus on meaning, not just keywords. 3. You grow by turning your organic winners and niche communities into customers. And 4, you scale by treating AI not as a helper, but as an autonomous worker that gets things done for you.
And that brings us right back to the beginning, full circle. All the marketing tactics in the world can't beat a great business model. So the real question to leave you with is this. Looking at your industry, looking at your expertise, which unsexy, overlooked, but totally necessary problem are you going to solve first?